Yeah, they're getting the band back together in Carolina, and it starts with Julius Peppers officially now headed home to the Carolina Panthers. And this is something that the Panthers really have been eyeing for the last several days as they try to get their locker room right, try to get their pass rush right, really just try to improve their roster. They're bringing Peppers back for what may be the final year of his career, and I know this is something the head coach Ron Rivera is excited about, the defensive staff is excited about, and for Peppers, who did briefly consider retirement, likely the final year of his career at a place that drafted him and a place that he had so many memories in. One more quick thing.
Please hit it.
Just coming across our phone here. Lawrence Timmons, the longtime Pittsburgh Steeler, really the linchpin of their defense, is signing with the Miami Dolphins today. 2 years, $11 million to help their defense. And linebacker was a spot of concern there. So they get a little help there, and the Steelers lose someone who has been a face of their franchise for some time.
There we go. Still some thumps left in that linebacker there, and we'll see if he what he can do down there in South Florida. Thank you, Ian.
Early in free agency, we heard New England maybe has something going with Brandin Cooks. What's the latest on the wide receiver?
Well, there were 3 teams actually who were in on Brandin Cooks first. The Eagles are officially out after signing Alshon Jeffrey to a 1-year, $14 million deal, signing Torrey Smith as well. So at this point, the Patriots are still in the mix and the Titans are still in the mix, but it looks like everyone is just going to be standing still now. Both organizations have offers in to the Saints. The Saints have signed Ted Ginn, who is a placeholder or a potential replacement for Brandin Cooks. But at this point, nothing has happened to really move this trade forward. This could be a situation, Kay, where we get forward, get to the draft, and then maybe as picks become a little more valuable, then teams start to increase their offer and it really kicks into gear. I do not have any updates on Instagram except the fact that I clicked on it, and it's not there. So I guess it never happened. However, I do have an update on DJ Hayden. The Lions actually just signed the former Raiders first rounder to a 1-year deal worth up to $5.25 million. And really for the Lions, this is kind of a Patriots-style deal. Get a player who has battled some injuries, but a lot of talent, some good film, a lot of film that's not as good. Really a 1-year flyer on a talent. Maybe if it works out, they lock him up to a long-term deal afterwards.
What, if anything, can you add to how the quarterback situation will play out there?
Scott, I do want to be clear about something. I feel like maybe I haven't been clear enough about this. Jimmy Garafolo would be something that the Browns would explore, and they do have the ammo to make that happen as far as all the picks that they've been compiling with this Brock Osweiler deal, giving them a second-round pick. But the notion that he's their guy, that this is the one that they are lining up for, that's not correct. He's one of a number of quarterbacks that they're going to explore, and that includes guys via the draft and guys potentially available via trade and free agency. But right now, they are building them a team, a roster that is going to be more competitive in the short term and also one that's set up to be competitive in the long haul with all of these draft picks. So if a situation arose where they felt like they could acquire Garoppolo for the right number of draft picks, I am sure that they would explore that. But they're just exploring a number of options right now, and they have just made it clear to RG3 that he will be released today, which is not a surprise given the fact that he had a $750,000 roster bonus that was due tomorrow. That was never going to be paid. While they are taking on Brock Osweiler's contract, it's not a charity here, and they had no intention of having RG3 being their quarterback this year. So the fact that they won't be paying that roster bonus, not a surprise to anyone.
Okay.